Hello and welcome to Lunar Pages. My name's Paige. Today I want to share with you the travel altar that I made out of a sewing kit that I got from my grandmother some time ago. So let's open it up and I'll show you what's inside. On the lid, this folds down in 4 parts and there's a little pillar inside. On the lid, what is going on with my head? Okay, there we go. I have a pen to go with the little tiny composition notebook, which was actually, a little bit bigger. So I had to cut it down with a saw. That was fun. It was actually fun. Because you'd think that a little tiny notebook would be tiny enough, but it wasn't. So there's those. I have a deer horn, because I worship the Stag Lord and I wanted to use this as a wand and a representation of my deity. And I have a feather for feather stuff, because everybody's got to have one of those. So that's it for the lid. I have a pentagram, pentacle, wow. I have one of these. So I haven't eaten today. Anything except for a lot of Starbursts. So my brain's everywhere. And then I have a little bottle that's full of Himalayan salt and sage that I like to use for cleansing on the go. It's cute and tiny. And then I have this cute, adorable little bell that a friend got me at a little thrift shop. And in this little bag, I keep some stones and a coin. Now, it serves to do dual purposes, just because if I need to create a spell bag, I've got a little bag. And it also keeps these contained and keeps them from rocking around in the box. So I keep a rose quartz because it's a little thumb stone and I have a lot of depression, anxiety, and this stone really helps with that. I also have a amethyst heart that I absolutely adore. I love the amethyst because it helps open my psychic abilities, and when I have it on my bed, well, not on my bed, on my nightstand, I don't just pile rocks on my bed. I swear. I do sometimes. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm just imagining somebody lying in bed and there's just rocks everywhere. They're just sleeping on rocks. Anyway, so when I have it next to me while I sleep, I have more lucid dreams and more psychic dreams. So I like to keep this on hand for that, and like when I do tarot readings, I like to have it next to me. And I also have this little coin that prior to receiving the coin, because I ordered a bulk bag of coins, and prior to them showing up in the mail, I had a dream about this coin being given to me by a fairy. Now, I didn't know what the bag of coins contained. It was just a picture of a bag of 1 pound bag of coins, because I love coins. And I wanted to use them in artwork and spells. So once I got the bag and I started looking at all of them, I saw this coin. I was like, that's the coin that I dreamed about. And I'd never seen this coin before. So I like to carry it as a representation of the Fae. We're jerks. Sorry, I'm kind of mad at them right now because I have a blue goldstone, a big blue goldstone that I love to use for my anxiety because it sparkles and it reminds me of the stars and my tulpa. But it disappeared. I set it on my end table and it's gone. Coincidentally, 2 weeks prior to it disappearing, this bracelet was set on my end table and it disappeared. So when I went to look for my blue goldstone, I found this on the floor next to my end table where I had searched for it multiple times with a flashlight. So they brought that back and took my stone. I'm kind of mad at them. We're having a disagreement. And I think they're mad because I've built them a couple of fairy houses, but because I'm living with my parents, and all of my stuff had to get packed up in boxes when I thought I was moving, their fairy houses had to get packed up. So I think they're a little upset at me for that. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So inside the little pillar, I keep an acorn because I like acorns and they represent to me the Lord and witches and a lot of other things. I keep a clear quartz stone just because it's one of those stones that you can kind of use for anything. And if I were to carry around all the stones that I want to carry around, I'd be carrying around a literal box of rocks. And it would be a problem because it'd be a box of rocks. It would be kind of heavy and people would stare at me. I already have a problem where I carry around like 5 books at one time, and everything else. And now I'm going to be carrying this around too. And then I'm a hoarder just in my purse. Anyway, and I've got a little tiny shell. I really want to get a representation of fire, but I can't use candles. So just because of my living situation with my parents, I'm thinking about just putting in a lighter as a representation. So, but we'll see. I'm kind of working that out. I really want to get a little doily or something to use as an altar cloth. This was all stuff that I just had on hand at the moment. And I do not have a little tiny doily at the moment. I have other altar cloths, but they're all packed in boxes and they're all very big, for actual tabletops. So, not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm trying to think, there's been some other ideas that I was rocking around in my brain. A thimble, I'd love to get a little thimble, but, to use as a chalice. I think that'll be cute just because it is an actual sewing kit. Or was not really a sewing kit anymore. But we'll see. It's going to take time to get some of this stuff. I'm using spare change if I do buy anything. So if anybody wants to make one of these or has one, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your guys' ideas, what you've used to make them. I know some people use Altoid tins, and I just think that's awesome. So let me know. I would love to hear ideas about what you've put in yours and how you went about making it, because I, would love to add more or change things up if I need to. And yeah, so have a great day. Bye.